Now, this is circuit given to us. They say determine the equivalent resistance of the resistor connected as shown in the diagram above. Now, what we have seen here is the diagram of the circuit. So what we are going to do now, don't forget that for series, R total is equal to what? R1 plus R2. Then for parallel, R total is what? For 1 over R total equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2. So they said option A, 5 ohms, B, 6 ohms, C, 10 ohms, and D, 25 ohms. So now let's go. Now what we're going to do now simply is when there are three numbers that are connected in parallel, use this formula, or better still, you can reduce it to what? R total equal to what? R1, R2 over R1 plus R2. So that is product over sum there. Now, this particular, how do you know two things are in what? In series. Just like a straight road. You know, when you are passing through a straight road, no bending, there's no junction. When you get to a junction, that junction is a parallel connection. But series is just like a straight road. Even though the road is bent, like you are still passing through a straight direction. So look at this one now. That is still a straight road. But when I get here, it becomes a junction. So you can go here, you can go here. So that is just a scenario of how to know it. So let me call this one R1. Let's call this one R1. Let's call it R2. And let's call this one R3. So what I'm going to do now is simply to solve for what? R1 and R2 in series. So what I'm going to do is to solve R1. So R1, 2 is equal to what? 5 ohms plus what? 10 ohms. What I would have now? 15 ohms. Then you now see that the connection will now reduce to something like this. Look at it. It now reduce to something like this now. This is what we are going to be having. A rough sketch. So here will now be what? 15 ohms. And here will now be 10 ohms. So what we are now having now, this is R1, 2. This is R3. So R1, 2 and R1, 3. R1, 2 will now be what? R3 and R1, 2 will now be in parallel. Anytime you solve for series, expect to see parallel. If you solve series, expect parallel, series, parallel. That is what I noticed, especially at this level. So when you solve for series, expect parallel. When you solve series, connection, expect parallel. So I've solved series now. What I expect is that this combination will be in parallel with what? With the 10 ohms. So when I would have what? 1 over 10. Sorry, R total. 1 over R total equal to 1 over 10 plus 1 over 15. So what will that be? So for us to solve it quickly, use the formula product over sum, which is 10 times 15 over 10 plus what? 15. So what do we have now? We are going to have what? 150 divided by what? 25. So R total will now be finally equal to what? 6 what? Ohms. Because 150 divided by what? 25 is 6. So looking at the option A is 5 ohms, B 6 ohms. So the answer is what? 6 ohms. Thank you.